Talk, where disaster is the talk of the town. I am your host today, Ruama Camp. I'm the Executive Director for Grace Community Services. Today on the show, joining me is all the way from the wonderful island of Galveston, will be Miss Sue Johnson. She's the Executive Director for the Neocultural Center. Welcome, Miss Johnson, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yes, it is. It's so awesome. I was just sitting here as I was saying your name. I was thinking about how we first met. Grace Community Services was down on the island pretty much right after the storm, and we helped a lot of families and residents transition from the shelter to new beginnings. And we were asked by Sheila Jackson Lee to come down and try to mobilize and organize just the people that wanted to help so very much. And I remember your face being there just to be an established leg in the community that wanted to raise the community and help them to get some sense of normalcy. I just want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about you, how long you have been doing social services, and then tell us the mission of the organization.
Okay. Well, I am a native Galvestonian. I was born and raised in Galveston. I worked at the University of Texas Medical Branch for 28 years.
Wow.
During most of that time, at least 16 years of that time, I established and founded the Neocultural Center. And it was really in response to an epidemic of youth violence that was occurring in Galveston, as it was really around the country. And as what we found was that there were many young people dying or becoming disabled and handicapped because of the violence. And we wanted to project a more positive image of our children and begin to start recognizing who they were and to provide support and awareness about what those issues, what violence and how violence could impact a community and how it was impacting our community. So we began to establish programs. Our first program was called the Girls' Rites of Passage program because we wanted to support youth in various ways. Girls' Rites of Passage program, and then later what we call a Family Strengthening and Empowerment program, which is a support group for African American parents who were trying to raise children in during these really trying times. And since then, we've established other programs that are, our main focus today is youth development, family strengthening, and through cultural enrichment. So we use a cultural approach to almost everything that we do. And since then, we've partnered with schools, the Parks and Recs, and other churches and other community organizations to help to support youth in their development.
That's awesome. Now, what stuck out in my mind most was you said cultural. Are you saying that you guys are culturally sensitive to all the races and nationalities that your organization assists?
Oh, we have to be culturally competent. It's very important that we understand and be able to work with every group. But based on what we call our children's report card, where we assess and look at the state of children in Galveston in particular, a lot of the indicators are based on race. And we found that invariably many of the indicators pointed to African Americans being worse off in educational achievement, in health status, and in various other areas. Mm-hmm. So that's what our target population became. But it is not that not any of our programs exclude any other group. And we are, because of our sensitive, we engage in and partner with other groups as well.
That's awesome.
For this last hurricane, Hurricane Alex, I believe it was, it hit Mexico. We expected it to come to Galveston. And the LULAC Association, the youth chapter, was working on an effort to get clothing and supplies to Mexico. And our youth help to participate
Wow.
in gathering those clothes and helping to get them to Mexico.
That's awesome. Let me ask you, did you and your organization attend the community festival
Of
and
course.
Resource Festival? How was that for you guys?
It was fantastic.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, I made so many connections with and found out about so many other resources in Galveston based on that very well done affair. I don't think I've seen quite that level of comprehensive approach to getting information out. There was something for the children, there was something for everybody. And not only could you potentially find a job at that fair, but just basic needs were met. And
That's awesome.
I thought it was awesome.
Yes, I'm glad that you participated in that.
And it was fun.
It was fun.
Really liked the fashion show.
Awesome. We tried to make sure that everybody left out of there with something. It's very important, especially when disaster happens in a community, that when the help comes into the community, the help meaning FEMA or churches and organizations, social service ministries, they come in and they give hope. But unfortunately, as time and money runs out, you have to retract back. And Disaster Talk, the purpose is that we want to connect through the transition phase, the families with resources that were already in the community before disaster agencies, disaster case management, and resources came in to aid during the time of destruction. So our whole point and purpose is trying to link the victim to people like you and the great work that you're doing. So if I could say anything, how do we go about plugging someone into the great work that you and your organization is doing? Is there a phone number that they could call?
Oh, yes. You can call area 409-765-7086, and you can get tapped into all of our services.
That's awesome.
I say all of our services, and what we do provide right now are situated within schools, parks and recs, and also churches. We just partnered with Mount Olive Baptist Church, who was, Pastor Berkeley was one of the original founders of the Northside Task Force that you so graciously came in and helped us to organize. And from that church, he's opened his doors to us to do programming that will help make families whole. We hope to continue our family strengthening and empowerment program through that church, whereby parents will come in and not only be a support system for each other, but they can also learn advocacy and social action techniques that can help them to see themselves through the next phase that Grace Community Services really started helping us to focus on.
Wow, that's awesome work. You know, as I think about being a case manager, one of the things that we dread is the word over and end. And so working with the Lutheran Social Services, the disaster case management leg is coming to a halt. And so on this road to recovery, we have met so many people that we naturally fall in love with and want to take care of. And so for us, we look for people in the community that can get them to the next phase of recovery. And so I just know that from the very first time we met, that you were doing a great work before Ike.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that you will continue to do the great work that you guys are doing. But you know what is so exciting about that is the fact that if you don't have a car, you can still get help from the Neocultural Center because it will come to you. I'm excited about it being in the schools. It is already there. So again, would you go ahead and give us your phone number one more time?
It's area 409-765-7086.
Awesome, awesome. And please give my regards to Pastor Berkeley, He's
Certainly
an awesome man of God, and I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. I would like to just say to all of the case managers that are sitting out there and you're watching the Ruse List Disaster Talk, make sure that you got a pen and paper and that you're taking down all of the numbers and addresses. As we transition away from doing our case management effort, we're going to be counting on each one of you to take the victims that we have to leave as we move out of Galveston Island. It is our hope that you will get them the resources that they need. So I would say, and I encourage you to check out the hot list on the Ruse List. Plug them in to the information and resources that we have gotten from the community. Again, Ms. Johnson, thank you for all the work you do. And thank you for tuning in to Disaster Talk with Ruama Camp.